start, a couple things. Just a little baby content warning. There is themes of depression, suicide. If at any point you're not feeling great and you don't want to be here, just feel free to go. That's the door. Love you. No hard feelings. Also, this is a developmental reading, so we are actively working on this, looking for feedback. If you have any thoughts and you want to share them with us, you can find me or Phil at the end of the show and get our info, and we can chat, and it'll be so great. Runtime is about an hour 15. No intermission. Please silence your phones. Huge. And I think that's it. Let's fucking go.
Hey. Hey there. What is all that? All that you're holding? All bunched up in your arms? It looks like a lot to bear. You're struggling to hold it and it's spilling everywhere. If it's too much, you can put some of it down. Give some of it to me. Hold only the ones you like to hold. Touch only the ones you like to touch. Why don't you take a seat? Take a load off. I'm worried about you. You look sleepy. Had a long day. Had a tough stretch. You deserve to take a break. To allow yourself to stop. When's the last time you got a full 8 hours? You're a grown boy. You've got to get your rest. Do you know what sadness is? Do you know what ecstasy is? I can help you. I can help with that. What if I told you I could solve all your problems for you? Every last one. Just for you. Just because. And what if you believe me? And then what if I did it? What if I got rid of all those big, bad nightmares and you finally slept at night?
I can't.
You can't? Like at all?
I don't know.
Like ever?
I don't know.
This is normal, Jones.
I don't think so.
It is.
It feels different from how they describe it.
What is it? What's coming up? Fear? Guilt? These are all
It
normal.
would kill my mom.
Oh.
I just can't. I don't know. I just can't.
I wish you had told me.
I know.
Before now.
It's a new thing.
You hadn't considered your mom's opinions before?
It's just becoming so real.
So you don't want to?
No, I want to.
Okay.
I really do. I just feel guilty about it, I guess. Like you said.
And that's normal.
And not that you should.
I know. I don't. My mom doesn't care.
I know.
It's just, I thought this was gonna be an us thing.
Let's just wait, I guess. Can we wait another week?
Okay. What do you have to do?
Okay.
But what's gonna be different in a week?
It's gonna be an us thing. I want it to be an us thing.
You have to get better about communicating if this is gonna work.
That's what this is, and that's what I'm doing. Have you thought about your sisters?
I have.
Or your dad?
I have.
So you get it?
sway me much.
Well, I just have to iron some things up first.
So next week?
We'll talk before that. Next week, yes. I'm putting my dog down tomorrow. He turns 16 in 5 weeks. 15 years and 11 months. The veterinarian says he feels no pain, but he will soon. So I'm putting him down tomorrow because I love him so much. He doesn't feel anything right now. It'll be painless. They don't feel a thing. Do it before his lungs get bad. Before he stops being able to walk and run and sniff and roll around in the dirt. I wonder if when I turn 16, if the people who love me will put me down. Because they don't want me to feel pain. Because my veterinarian thinks it's the right thing to do because I bark and shake whenever I'm in his office. And I am 15 years and 11 months. No, that's not right. I wonder if when I'm 30, or 45, 51, retired. He's not enjoying life anymore. He doesn't have the energy he used to have. He doesn't take time to smell flowers on walks and seems bothered whenever we try to play with him. He just doesn't have that zest for life anymore. And that is no way to live.
Hi, I'm wondering if you can help me. I lost my ID. They told me this is lost and found. I think I left it at the front desk in the oncology wing. ID room. Okay. Okay. I need it to get in. They're gonna ask me for it. Can you check again, please? Thank you. Hello? Oh god, it's there. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'll be in soon. Thank you so much. I know we talked about the weekend, but can you do tomorrow?
Sure, I can do tomorrow. I tried
Where?
just the places you texted me. Walmart first and then just a couple of stores in town.
Did you try an antique store?
Yeah, I didn't get what you meant by that.
Like a pawn shop.
Why?
They sell them there.
Do you want to shoot yourself with a musket?
No, I don't want to. It's like Plan G.
Do you even know how to work it?
I mean, just pull the trigger. How hard can it be? I'm just saying it's better than nothing. It would work. It seems like we have no other options right now.
I've read rat poison, just like a ton of it,
That sounds so miserable.
but effective. Beggars can't be choosers.
Have you ever seen that video of that guy who's like trying to kill a bug with Febreze?
No, what is that?
It's exactly that. He like tries to kill a bug with Febreze, but it doesn't do anything, and then he like falls because the bug keeps coming at him. But he like keeps spraying.
That sounds like some 2005 humor.
Yeah, it's like goofy, I guess.
The bug just didn't care.
Yeah, no, he just loves smelling good, like.
So, no to Febreze then.
Yeah, no to Febreze, and no to poison, no to drugs too.
Okay, Nancy Reagan.
You know what I mean?
Overdosing is easy.
Not guaranteed though.
I don't want to hang myself.
Oh, me neither.
Such a spectacle.
You can't just have anyone think it was like a cry for help, like it was for attention. This cannot work.
I
Put me in a psych ward?
I know.
It's way too hard to get a gun.
Yeah. Maybe don't say that.
Well, it obviously is.
You really are on your Nancy Reagan shit. Goddamn.
I mean, we're both well-adjusted people. We should have the right to bear arms.
Not to play devil's advocate, but considering our goals, we actually should not be sold a gun.
Does anyone own a gun? Does anyone's dad own a gun?
I don't think so.
Fucking Connecticut.
Yeah.
Republican all the worst ways. Whatever we do, it's gotta be fast.
Yeah.
Quick and easy, painless.
Agreed.
How are you feeling?
I'm up for it. Just a momentary lapse.
It's scary. I know.
It is.
It is for me too.
Just had to feel what I was feeling.
But you're good now.
Well, like you said, it's normal to have hesitancies. Grieving, I guess.
You don't have to justify it. Sorry I got so mad.
No, I get it.
I am ready.
You've done your grieving.
I sure have.
So, is a bridge just right out?
It's like Plan L.
How is a musket Plan G, but a bridge is Plan L?
Again, just such a spectacle.
Sure.
Like, if I'm gonna die, can't I do it in the comfort of my own home? Jumping off a bridge is like giving myself an errand.
I don't know. I kind of like it. Jumping together, we can hold hands.
Oh yeah, that'd be so cute.
Want to meet again this weekend?
See you then.
I told my mother I was depressed when I was 20. I told her I had dropped out of college, and when she asked why, I said, because I am depressed. Just like that. She didn't believe me, I don't think. She told me I was always such a happy child and that I'd get through it. That she was there for me and always would be. And that was it. That was the conversation. She thought I meant that I dropped out of school to help myself. She thought I was on the road to recovery. What I should have told her was that I am a parasite, leeching off of the earth and its resources while giving nothing back. Like a black hole, eating food that could have gone to starving children, sitting at a desk in a classroom that could have gone to someone else, taking up space always. I told my mother I dropped out, but that was a lie. I flunked out. They put me on probation and I did nothing. And eventually they asked me to leave. So I did. I didn't advocate for myself, didn't try to change. I always hoped that things would change eventually, that in time I would heal and be normal. All I have done is sit and wait, and all that's brought me is wasted time. Time is the most valuable thing, and you don't get it back. All I have is me and my indifference. If you had to live, how would you do it?
Like, what would I do with my time?
Yeah, like if you had to die of old age or something, like you had to live to be 85 plus, what would you do? How would you fill the next 60 years of your life?
I guess just what I do now.
There's nothing specific you do.
Sounds like so much.
What does anyone do for 60 years?
Possibly long. Guess I'd have to find someone to spend it with.
You can't be alone for 60 years?
No. I tried to, but no. I'd want to, but no.
But what would you do?
He's around, I suppose?
But just with someone else.
Yes. And they lays too.
That's a good answer. I went on a date today.
You went on a date. With who?
You don't know her.
Who?
Haley Sparza?
I don't know who that is.
I know.
So how'd it go?
Not great. Well, I don't know. That's not true. It was fine for like 90%, but then we got into a fight.
Fight? About what?
It's not like a fist fight, just a disagreement.
What happened?
It's just stupid shit. We got into this thing where she said how her pet peeve was the way pigeons are stigmatized.
What?
Yeah. Like, she got heated because a pigeon flew to my fucking face and I got disgusted. She was all like, you know, pigeons are not actually any more dirty than the average bird. People say they're like rats, but they're not.
But I don't want any birds flying to my face.
I know. And then I'm like, why do you care if they're stigmatized? They're pigeons. Who cares? Like, maybe they're stigmatized, maybe they're not. Who the fuck cares? And then she starts on about how that mindset is part of the problem.
This was a first date?
This was a first date.
At least it's something to talk about.
Honestly, up until that point, conversation was kind of dry.
That pigeon kind of saved you.
Yeah. Pigeons are kind of cool. Maybe she's got a point. So, like, what's been up with you?
Nothing new.
Sure.
Can I ask?
What?
What are you dating for?
I don't know.
Like, why are you dating? That's crazy.
I guess just because.
Like, you know how that would implicate someone, right?
I just don't know what else to do.
Maybe not date someone, anyone.
I can go out if I want.
And what if that person learns to really like you? Then what?
They won't.
But what if?
That's not my fault or my problem.
Yes, it is.
How?
It's just like, don't be completely blind to other people's feelings.
Honestly, Ivy, I just want to have sex again before I die. That's really it. How's your dad?
I don't know.
You haven't seen him?
I see him all the time. He's bad, Jones. I don't know. He's doing badly.
I'm sorry.
Have you spoken to your mom?
Do you mean like, have I asked my mom if I can kill myself?
No, I mean like.
Yeah, she signed my waiver form. We're good.
I just want you to be sure.
I'm sure, Ivy.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I don't want to live while I'm here. You see that differently. I don't mean that as an insult.
I'm not insulted. We do see it differently.
We do.
Do you know that kid I've been babysitting?
Norwalk kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing her anymore.
You got fired?
I got fired.
Why?
She told her parents that I would, when I was babysitting her, I would like put her down for her nap, and then while she was sleeping, I would scratch at my face and start peeling away my skin to the point where like you could see my muscle and blood. And I guess in this story, she'd wake up and see me doing this. The way they told it to me, it was like, she said this was a regular occurrence. I don't know, but I'd scratch all the skin off my face, and she'd watch me with one eye open, and then all my skin was gone. I'd go over to her with my bloody fingers and try to do the same to her.
God damn.
Yeah, so that's that.
And they fired you for that?
Well-
I mean, obviously you have a face still.
Well, the kid has terrified me, so.
Obviously, like, I know you, and I know you wouldn't do anything like that, but I have to ask.
I didn't do anything to make her scared of me, not that I know of. Not on purpose.
Damn.
It's fine.
I think I know where I could get a gun.
Where?
Do you remember Paul from high school?
Paul V or Paul P?
Paul V.
He always seemed like a gun owner.
Yeah. He's on the neighborhood watch now. He lives over in Ridgely.
Oh god.
I know. But apparently he bought one. He posted about it. That kid was always an idiot. I think we can probably just steal it.
So just break in and take it.
Yeah. Part of me hopes he catches us.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Do you think it was just a dream?
What?
What the kid said.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. Maybe she just made it up. I don't know. Kids are weird.
Yeah.
So what's the plan then?
I think if you feel like Paul's a safe bet, we can plan for that then, right?
Yeah. But what is the plan?
Are we serious about doing it while he's home?
I mean, selfishly, maybe it's a risk. Imagine if we get arrested for breaking and entering and then go to prison.
They'd force you to stay alive in there.
It's fucked up.
We'd be completely separated.
Okay. So then what's the plan?
Let's just see what his schedule is. When he comes and when he goes. Like, we need to know when a good time to strike would be.
You want to stalk him?
I want to stalk him.
I kind of like that. That sounds kind of fun.
Okay. This should start becoming a nightly thing then.
I'm down for that. But isn't that suspicious? Shouldn't we start with some mild stalking before we fully commit?
I think we really need to get the ball rolling on this.
Okay.
So tomorrow.
Is this all becoming too much?
How so?
Like, stalking, stealing, there must be something we're missing.
Not if we do it right.
Do we know there is no other way to get a gun?
Look, I don't know anyone, and you know this guy, and that's it. And I don't want to incriminate someone. Like, I've been thinking about this. Imagine if you sell someone a gun, and then the next day you see on the news that that person killed themselves. What would that do to you?
Yeah, that's true.
In a way, that's what makes this plan so good. Like, if we steal it, then we're viewed as thieves in Paul's eyes, so he may just think, good riddance.
And like I said, there is a chance he catches us and does it for us.
We need to handle our own business, Jones.
I'm just saying, there's a chance.
But no prison. I won't do prison.
I quite literally would rather die than be in prison.
So let's hope he catches us and it escalates.
He seems like the type. You wake up. Your pajamas are inside out and backwards. Your alarm didn't go off. Your mom didn't wake you up. You smell bacon on the stove. You hear pots and pans clanging. You roll over to your left and look at the clock, but you were never too good at reading the ones with hands. But you think it might be past 8 a.m. You sit right up and throw the blanket off of you. You swing your legs around the edge of the bed. You jump down. You're wide awake. Your exuberance guides you out of your room. As you run down the hallway, the open bathroom door reminds you you have to pee. You squeeze your bladder empty as fast as possible, and you don't even bother to wash your hands. You run into the living room. The news is on. You read along the bottom of the screens as you see lists of schools slowly crawl across. You see your school's name. It's a snow day. It's a snow day. You run into the kitchen, and just as you suspected, your mom's there, making pancakes. She's already made 3 and kept them warm on the stove for you. Perfect tan circles. She places a hand on your back and walks you to the table. You climb into the seat. Your feet do not quite reach the floor. She places the plate in front of you and kisses your forehead. You reach for maple syrup and squeeze with both hands as hard as you can. She cuts them up for you as small as possible, just how you like. You pick up a middle piece with your fork and watch as the sugary amber liquid There is nothing in this world that can hurt you. There is nothing in this world that can hurt you. There is nothing in this world that can hurt you.
It is October 20th of 2015. I speak to my sister, Alma, on the phone. I am just leaving the doctor's office, I say. I have bad news, I say. I tell her and am surprised by how overwhelmed I become by the news as I articulate it. My family tells me that before me, Mom's pregnancies were all picture perfect. That she would brag about how good she was at bringing babies into the world. She never needed a C-section, never had any problematic delivery or any pain. I'm sure this isn't true, but supposedly, just by the looks of her, you would never be able to tell she was giving birth. She never had postpartum depression, never had morning sickness, never needed anesthesia. All her girls were happy and healthy. My father would make jokes about how Mom was like the Michael Jordan of giving birth. They tell me that her plan was to have as many kids as she could. I have 5 older sisters. I'm the youngest of 6. I asked anyone who would listen to me about my mom, my sisters, my father, my teachers or priest, anyone who would listen. I just wanted to know anything about her. There's no such thing as unimportant information. No detail too small, too insignificant. I'd look at photos of her with my dad. He'd tell me I had her face and I should count my lucky stars for that. He'd make me some of her favorite foods because I wanted to know if she liked macaroni and cheese like me. I was like her in so many ways. No one ever had to tell me she died giving birth to me. I connected the dots on my own. It was the way they talked to me about her. She never had a single problem with childbirth. She always wanted a big family. I could always tell, even before I could articulate what childbirth was. I just knew there was something about my presence that it seemed to upset people. Even when I tried to be as small and as quiet as possible, I was the elephant in the room. Alma tells me that I shouldn't let my diagnosis bother me, that these things change, modern medicine and all, that I clearly have good genetics, and besides, I didn't know if I wanted to have a kid. She says she always seen me as this alternative girl that never settled down anyways. I don't tell her that I always wanted children, that I owed it to my mother to have a child of my own, and that if it killed me, it would be divine justice, and that if it didn't, it would be divine redemption. I don't tell her a lot of things. I just smile and use the sleeves of my sweatshirt to wipe my tears away. I remember learning in religion class that we're all born with original sin as a consequence of the fall of Adam, and that we must be baptized in order to rid ourselves of it. I used to ask my father all the time if I'd been baptized, and he always assured me I had been. And I would ask him if we can do it again just to be sure it worked. And he told me, of course it worked. And I asked him, how can I be certain? And he told me that I just had to believe it did. But I felt it inside of me, bouncing around in my chest. There was something dirty in me that no communion wafer or holy water could ever clean. I don't go to church anymore. I only ever went because my father did. It was important to him, and I felt I owed it to him. But I live down the street from one, and every Sunday I hear the 10 o'clock bell ring, a sound meant to be an invitation. You belong here. You were meant to be here. I watch from my window as mothers dressed in white and children dressed in pastels line the sidewalk. I feel that violence in my chest again. I crawl back into bed. To combat a sour attitude, use kind words. There are 3 ingredients in the good life. Learning, earning, and yearning. That's good. That's good. Okay, wait. Who's like sleeping out? The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese.
Do you think that anyone ever found real wisdom in any of these?
I think this one has real wisdom.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like being first or being second, it doesn't really matter. Just do your thing, you can't control outcomes.
Too bad I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, and I don't eat worms.
Do you remember the first time we spoke?
At the Mackinaw's house senior year, at that party,
Yeah.
and God, this drove me insane. All the popular girls were like, Ivy, why have you been hanging out with us like the whole time? Like, are you fucking serious?
No way they were serious.
Like, how out of touch can a group of people be?
Yeah. I'm glad you remember.
Of course I remember.
I don't know. You did get pretty drunk that night.
Because you were forcing me to do shots with you.
That's a thing I like to do.
What, you like choosing a stranger and drinking them around the table?
It's like trauma bonding.
You're fucking weird.
I only did it because I had a crush on you.
You had a crush on me?
I told you that.
You did not tell me that.
Not that night, but like later, after we became friends. We talked about this.
We did not talk about this.
Well, whatever. But yeah, that night was fun.
How long did you have a crush on me for?
Like, I don't know. We had a couple classes together junior year, and then we had gym classes together senior year, and yeah.
Just really didn't know.
Did you ever have a crush on me?
Why would that even matter now?
Yeah. I mean, we've been through so much together, and after all that time and everything we've been through, it'd be weird now.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, like you're my sister.
I just felt so entirely invisible throughout all of high school.
Oh, I saw you.
Suicide first crept into my brain in high school, and I used it like a weighted blanket. Something to get me through rough nights. Not because I really wanted to do it or anything, or like had a plan, but just the idea that if I wanted to, I could just end this and be done. This brought me comfort. It was an action I could take, and it was always an option. You never know for sure what happens in other people's minds, but I believe many people have similar habits. That was just at a time when things felt inconvenient. No, more than that. They felt hard, genuinely challenging. I didn't want to get out of bed in the morning, but I did. I felt ugly, fat, stupid, wasteful, but I still made it to class on time. Now I look at suicide as an escape plan, and I'm on a sinking ship. I'm on board the Titanic, and I'm being ushered into a lifeboat. What once felt like an appealing option is now a predetermined outcome. Protocol. I feel unworthy, unwanted, unlovable. I think back on my old self and all the adjectives I would use to describe myself, fat, ugly, and realize how vain my self-hatred was. So surface level. I long for it. Anything I try to do now, no. Everything I try to do to change these feelings all fail. I cannot do anything. There's nothing that will change this. What do you think comes after?
I think we go back into the earth.
And our souls?
I don't think anything. But that doesn't mean we're gone. We become food for worms, and then worms become food for birds, and so on and so forth.
Sure.
You?
I think death is a rest stop. Like, you can get out of your car for a little and stretch your legs, get a big pretzel or a cinnamon bun, take a pee, and then when you're ready, get back on the road with a full tank.
So, reincarnation?
Sure. Really, I just think I want a pretzel.
Let's go get you one. You know, there is something nice about knowing you're going to die soon.
Oh, I know that.
But I think we mean it different ways.
How do you mean it?
Well, you mean it like, oh, thank God this is finally going to be over. But I more mean it like I can live free and really do whatever I want in the meantime. Like this, right? If you want something, just go and get it. There's no reason to care about spending money or calories or whatever. But I'm like, Ivy, if you want a mall pretzel, then we're going to get you one. Why deny yourself?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you sound happy.
I'm just trying to enjoy the time I have left. You know, I'm going into the city this weekend. You should come with me.
I don't know.
Could be fun. One last night of debauchery.
Sounds like you've got big plans.
No plans, but high hopes. Figured we'd do some bar hopping, talk to some people. Hopefully one thing leads to another.
You know how I feel about that.
I'm just saying, maybe we could have fun. You don't have to be miserable, you know?
Yeah,
I just mean,
I already know what you mean. My dad isn't gonna make it to the end of the month.
oh no.
That's what they told us.
I'm so sorry, Ivy.
So now I have to help my sisters plan a funeral and shit, and
I can help too, you know? It's prostate, right?
it was at first, but then it spread to his bones.
Jesus.
Yeah. He asked about you.
What did he say?
Just, how are you?
Did you tell him the truth?
No. Of course not. I told him you're happy and healthy. Thriving, even.
I should see him.
I think he'd like that.
So, when you get reincarnated,
Yeah.
what do you want to be? Well, actually, what are the rules? Do you get to choose?
I think it's like, maybe you get 3 options.
And it's all different species or just people?
I think it can be anything, really.
So not even just living things.
Yeah, why not? If I'm making the rules, it can be anything.
My mom always likes asking people if they are a car or a house person.
Yeah, I know, she asked me that.
You're a house.
I am not a house.
You're totally a house.
How?
You know what you like. You're comfortable with consistency. Car people are so erratic.
You say erratic, I say adventurous.
You're a house girl. I'm sorry. You're
Fine.
being reincarnated as a house.
Fine. But I want a finished basement.
If you were a house, you'd have a pool table in the basement and a second fridge in the garage.
You'd have a fireplace.
I would. Ivy, about the stuff with your dad. You do what you have to do. I can wait until you're done and ready. This is something we have together.
I didn't say I needed more time.
Don't you have to help with the funeral and everything?
I haven't decided what I'm going to do.
Losing your dad is enough, but losing you too, Ivy? Think about your sisters.
I have. doesn't sway me much.
Okay.
We've been working for this for so long.
What's a little longer?
That's just it. There's always something pulling me away from what I want. There's always a reason not to do it. And it's always been something else. I can't. When am I going to? If not now, I don't know how to do it any better than this.
I get that.
This is all falling apart. I woke up really feeling it this morning. I ignored my alarm 3 times. I was supposed to be one of my sisters, but I didn't. I never answered the text or calls. I'm isolating again, which I stopped doing for a while, but old habits die hard, I guess. The only thing that I look forward to is getting into this car with you because I get to talk about how it's going to be over soon.
I'm not sure you want to, Ivy.
I want to.
You want to, sure, but you know your family needs you and you won't leave them.
How do you know that?
Because I know you. You wake up. Your alarm used to jolt you awake, but now the anxiety of being late gets you up. You look at your phone. 5:41 a.m. You have to wake up in 24 minutes. You wonder if it is worth it to go back to sleep. You wonder if you could use these 24 minutes to make your life better. Use these 24 minutes to meditate. You always want to meditate. Use these 24 minutes to go for a walk, to make a delicious breakfast, to prepare lunch so you don't have to buy one. You can't decide. You don't decide. 24 minutes pass before you can decide. You sit up. You catch yourself in the mirror out of the corner of your eye. Is your back supposed to curve like that? Did it always curve like that? Do you have a hunch? You don't have time to think about it now because now you have to go. You get up and put on your shoes. You packed your bag last night, but you can't leave the house without checking that you packed everything. You realize that this defeats the purpose of packing the night before, but you can't help yourself. This is your routine. You leave. You double check the doors locked behind you. You put in headphones. You scroll through your music and look for what to listen to. You settle on the same old thing. Your favorite song from high school. You think about a time when you and your friends sang the song in your car. You wonder how they're doing. You walk slowly. You arrive at the gym and do your workout. You started working out because everyone said it would make you feel better. And it used to, but it no longer has that effect. Now it just feels bad to not do it. You leave after an hour and shower quickly because you're running late. You want to make breakfast, but there's not any time. You decide you'll cook breakfast for tomorrow, tonight, so that you don't have this problem again. You're behind. You're so far behind. You think to yourself how badly you could use those 24 minutes right now. You think to yourself how badly you could use any amount of time to do anything that isn't this. You double check your bag again, you double check your lock again, you leave again. You put that song on again. You rewind your favorite part. Over and over. You think about that car ride. The windows are down. Was it light out or dark out? You have no idea what time it was because you didn't have anything to do the next day. You just know it was summer. You laugh thinking about yourself. Thinking about screaming that song in the front seat of that car. You're as loud as can be, but you don't care. As far as you can tell, you didn't care about anything. I can't believe real people spent real money to make that movie.
Like, it was a prank, right? That went too far.
The budget was probably like $1 billion too.
Oh God, don't tell me that. It makes me ill.
I should get going.
It's still early.
It's almost 1.
What? Oh, damn.
Are you free tomorrow?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, me neither. I'll text you.
You can crash here if you want. This couch pulls out.
No, I can't sleep on couches, or cars, or planes, or anything. I need a bed.
Okay, well, get home safe. Hey, Katie. Have a seat. Okay. How are you? How's everyone? I'm good. Just for a few. Is he hungry? I can get him something. Well, does he want food? I don't know. Is that what the nurse said? Doctor, nurse, whatever. I'm just saying, maybe he wants something to eat. Katie, maybe he... What does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry, am I just... Okay. Okay. Why, Katie? Because being hungry and wanting to eat are two different things. He could be dead in an hour, maybe he wants a fucking meal. You know what's uncomfortable? Dying of fucking starvation. This place is a fucking prison, I hate it here. Why is that so hard? I'm not being difficult. I just think our dad deserves a final meal that isn't applesauce or hospital turkey. Give him pizza, tacos, or fucking caviar and steak, wherever the fuck he wants. I don't know. I'll drive wherever. He's fucking dying anyway. What does it matter?
Are you sure this is gonna work?
We were only texting, but he doesn't suspect a thing.
And he really thinks you're into it.
Who says I'm not?
Okay,
Okay,
can I see the text?
sure.
You have him saved in your phone as Paul Gun Guy?
He doesn't suspect anything.
Ivy, these messages are nuts.
I did what I had to do.
You're a police officer? That's so cool.
I was in pain saying that text. Scroll up and you'll see he talked about the time he made a citizen's arrest.
God.
Can you imagine anything worse?
But how can you tell that he doesn't suspect anything? You can't. There's nothing in here to ease my worry.
Well, do you want me to text him right now?
What would you say?
Just wondering, do you think I'm gonna take your gun, yes or no?
No. No, that wouldn't work. Okay, I trust you. Trust your instincts. Just text me when you're ready.
I will. I'm gonna slip into the bathroom before anything happens.
What's your plan to get out?
I'm gonna use his bathroom and slip out. An Irish exit.
I don't know. There's just so much that can go wrong.
I have the whole thing mapped out. I found the layout of their house on Zillow from when it was for sale.
What if he keeps his gun locked away?
He thinks I like that he's a cop. He's gonna show it off. He'll probably open the door with it, like, on his hip.
I just think we gotta rethink this whole thing.
We're already here.
Yeah, but listen. This is maybe crazy, but it is so much easier.
Okay.
You know Cardi B?
Yeah, I know Cardi B.
You know how she'd like roofie guys and then steal their money before she was rich?
Jones, I'm gonna ask you a very important question.
What?
Do you have a roofie plug?
What? No. But, I mean, they're out there, obviously.
How do we go about getting them?
Ask any dealer, right?
I don't know. When I was in high school and on my quest to try every drug, I asked my guy for roofies for myself, and he was like, "No, I'm not selling roofies to you. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You wanted to roofie yourself?
I wanted to try every drug.
Roofies.
Every drug?
God damn. No wonder we weren't friends in high school.
Yeah, well,
Values.
my point is, you gotta go to a real scumbag.
But do you like the plan? In general?
I don't know, I mean, can we just do it right now?
Can we, though? I mean, to get him to give you his gun, so you can place it by the unlocked door, and then get him to go up to his room with you, so I I can sneak in to grab it, and then you can slip out through the ground floor bathroom like it's a lot.
It is kind of Scooby-Doo when you put it like that.
And also, it gives us time to work towards this while you're still able to handle home stuff.
That stuff is handled.
Did he?
No, he's not dead yet, but I'm not waiting.
Okay.
I just can't stop working towards this. I don't know what else to do.
So let's get out of here then. I'll take you home. I'll find what we need. Promise.
So what, I cancel on him?
Yeah, you don't give a fuck. Just text him.
Fine. So fucking awkward.
Are you doing okay with everything?
I don't know what that means, really. Okay. I sent it.
Just tell him you can do next week.
Is a week enough time?
Is it enough for you?
I don't need time.
My mom said she's gonna kick me out of the house.
What did she do that for?
I don't know. 26, no prospects, no girlfriend, no job. Guess she thinks it's the kick in the pants I need.
You can stay with me.
Well, thanks, but
what?
but nothing. Just thanks.
Oh shit, he's calling me.
He's calling you?
Yes! Do
Okay.
I answer?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually,
Jones, do I answer or not?
if you answer in sweet talk, maybe it will make him less suspicious.
He isn't fucking suspicious.
Well, if he is.
What on earth would he be thinking? What if this girl's only into me so she can get my gun and kill herself and shoot herself in the head? No one would have that thought.
All right. You're right.
Okay. Everything's okay.
I'm going into the city on Friday. I'm sure I can find what we need then.
What are you going into the city for?
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
You gotta answer.
And say what?
Just make something up. Say you feel sick.
Okay, everybody shut the fuck up!
Who the fuck took calls?
Hey. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. You know I wanted to. Yeah, but this is embarrassing. Are you sure? You want to hate me? I just got my period, baby, and it's bad. I mean, it's like Carrie down there, except instead of pig blood, it's like the line of my uterus. Yeah. And I just, okay, of course. You're so understanding. Next week. Okay. Bye. He wanted nothing to do with me.
Too easy. My whole life, I've always wished to live on the West Coast because they get to watch the sunset over the ocean every night. Our sunsets are obscured by trees and buildings and the light pollution radiating from all those big northeastern cities. I felt it was unfair, actually, because my mom got to grow up there. When we'd visit my grandparents in my mom's hometown, they'd always walk me out to the water so we could watch the sunset together. They'd watch the sunset every night, my grandma said. That was their routine. I didn't understand why we couldn't do that at home, why the sun didn't set over the ocean on the East Coast. I bugged my mom to take me to the beach every night, and she tried to explain why the sunset wouldn't be the same, but I never got it. So one night she took me, and we stood on the beach and watched the sunset over the city of Stamford, Connecticut. We don't get sunsets over the water here, she explained. That's where Grandma and Grandpa live. Here, we get sunrises over the ocean. I tried to understand what she meant. The thing about sunsets is they're easy, convenient. That's why they see one every day. Sunrises, though, takes a bit more work, but a sunrise is private, just for you. You get to see morning light bounce off of the Atlantic Ocean, and you get to have that light. That light is yours, all day.
My father loves to hang photos of us. If you look around my family's house, you can find documentation of my sisters and me at nearly every age. School photos, Little League softball photos, band camp photos, whatever. And of course, prom photos. All my sisters, Katie, Olive, Ruth, Jane, and Alma, right down the line, all looking beautiful and made up with their dates and happy. I was the only one missing. No part of me wanted to go to prom. No part of me. But I never for a second considered not going. It was never a real option. Another duty I needed to fulfill to fit in, to try and appease my father, something I was always trying to do but never could. There I was in Little League softball photos, school photos, band camp photos of me holding my oboe. What was one more obligation? My dad was the one who took me dress shopping. He was so excited about it. He even let me skip school and he called out of work. We drove from store to store. I've always hated shopping. There was this show on TV my sisters used to watch called Say Yes to the Dress. Maybe you know it. But basically it's this reality show about how people try on wedding dresses, and I'd be watching this as a child thinking, how on earth am I ever supposed to get married? Because the idea of making such a spectacle out of my clothing and my body and all those eyes on me was a nightmare. But anyway, we drive around. We find a small boutique store. This must be our 4th or 5th stop. My father's a patient man, I think. I try on a dress. It is dark red with pleats at the bottom. I model it for my father. Immediate embarrassment. A second one. Long and flowy, and the material hugs me in all the wrong places. I don't leave the dressing room. A third. It is black with ivory buttons down the front. I can stomach this one. I leave the dressing room and my father's expression changes. I can't seem to tell if it's for the better or for the worse, but a noticeable change. Maybe he hates the idea of me wearing black to prom, I think. I think that's great, Ivy. I think you look beautiful. With that seal of approval, we buy the dress and go home. The car ride home is more quiet than the car ride there. I wonder if I should break the silence. Eventually, he does. You know, after we lost your mother, a lot of our friends and family always said to me, how are you holding it together? How are you coping? Things like that. I guess they were surprised by how well I kept it together, which was not all too great for the record. He chuckles lightly. I'm unsure of what kind of response he's looking for. I say nothing. I didn't lose her, though. I didn't. She's in you girls. She's in you, Ivy. I look at you and I see her. She gave me so much and left me with so much love. How can she be gone? I say nothing. Ivy, I know things are hard for you. I've known since you were born. They always have been. You just have something in you. I don't know what you call it, but if I could soak it up like a sponge and carry it instead of you, I would. I just don't know how. Thanks, Dad. We get home. I lock myself in my room. I try my best to sleep.
sure you put it in something dark. Apparently it can die later drinks, so no white wine or vodka on boards.
What if he doesn't have anything dark?
That's why I brought this. Cabernet, baby. Darkest one I could find. I shined my phone flashlight into this thing and it just died on contact.
So that's it then.
That is it. You have all the tools you need. The only thing you really need to do is figure out where he keeps his gun.
Or ideally get him to get it out.
Yeah, if you think you can do that.
Okay.
You may keep it on him, like you said, in which case,
Easy peasy.
easy peasy, right?
Yeah.
And Ivy, I'm gonna be out here the whole time, so if you need anything, just text me. My sound's on, my phone is not on Do Not Disturb, so I'm prepared to be disturbed by you, do in case you need.
Okay. One other thing.
What?
Bullets.
They're probably in the gun, right?
And if there's not,
Well, you don't need a license to buy bullets, so
I bet he keeps it fully loaded.
me too.
Okay.
Is it 9?
8:58.
All right.
Why did we get here so early?
We had a lot to coordinate. I had to go over how to use the roofie with you.
It doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard.
The guy made it sound like a chemistry project.
Who did you buy it from?
Some guy in the city.
Who?
I don't know. You definitely don't know.
Just some guy on the street.
Basically. I just floated around Washington Square Park. I was asking people for weed at first because, I didn't want to present as a rapist.
Sure.
And then once I got someone to sell, I asked him if he knew where I could buy other stuff, and so on and so forth.
So they're selling roofies at Washington Square Park.
Yeah,
Fucking NYU kids.
I know. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make sure we had plenty of time to iron out the details.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I'm gonna be right here. Do you have an out in case anything goes bad?
Nothing's gonna go bad.
All right.
This plan is pretty foolproof. It's airtight.
I like the confidence. It's a pistol.
It's heavy.
Yeah. Jesse Jones, the outlaw, used to break people's skulls with his gun, like as a blunt weapon.
Why not just shoot them?
You'll have to ask him when you see him.
Did you write anything?
Yeah, just a note. It's short. It's really more of an apology. You?
No. I couldn't come up with anything.
Yeah, it was hard, kinda. So, how do we do this?
I mean, it's foolproof, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, I mean, like, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do first?
Like what?
Anyone you want to speak to?
I spoke to my sisters yesterday.
No one else?
Just you. But you're here.
Of course.
What about you?
I said my goodbyes, and I have my note.
Sure. My father died yesterday.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
He passed in his sleep. They said he went with these.
Were you there?
No, I was not.
How do you feel about that?
I was worried my sisters would hear.
Did they?
I don't think so.
Did Did you know you can whistle grass?
I did. I haven't done it in years, but I used to do it all the time as a kid.
I was never able to do it. I used to play baseball, and I was never any good at it, so they put me in the outfield, and I never paid attention. I just sat down and tried to whistle grass, but I was never able to do it.
Do you want to try now?
You don't want to just get on with it?
We have time.
Okay. What are you doing? How are you doing that?
Together, then you
Right, just put it together.
try it. Okay.
I wish there was a way to kill yourself without revealing how sad you were when you were alive.
They'll know at first. The papers will say the communities will mourn, and all our old classmates will each pretend to be our best friends, but it goes away after a while. One day it'll just be a name on a tombstone, and people assume all sorts of things about you.
Good things or bad things.
All sorts of things.
They'll never know I went by my last name. They'll probably assume I went by Marcus. Or Mark.
Ugh, yuck.
I know. Or they'll assume I never married, which they'll be right about.
Or they'll say, never had health insurance.
He never rented a car from the airport.
He never had an allergic reaction.
He was afraid of cockroaches.
I wonder if he was afraid of cockroaches.
I wonder if he was afraid of cockroaches.
I wonder if he brushed his teeth twice a day.
I wonder if he liked to stay up late.
I wonder if he was, like, really paranoid about brushing his teeth twice a day.
I wonder if the mailman liked to come to his house.
I wonder how much he liked the sun.
I wonder if he ever went camping.
I wonder if he ever got compliments
On his hair,
on his smile,
on his complexion.
on his diction,
He was so well spoken.
on his temperament.
I wonder if he liked to sleep on his back or on his side.
Or belly.
He liked his belly.
He loved his belly.
It felt indulgent to him.
And he liked that.
He loved that. But they'll never know for sure.
But they'll never know for sure. I'm ready.
Okay. Ivy,
Yes.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'm going to miss you too.
You know, Ivy, I've been thinking, we don't have to do this. We don't.
I'm okay. I am.
Just hear me out.
I have to do
For a
this.
second, Ivy.
I have to do this.
Look at me. What if you didn't? What if we made it so that neither of us did?
I have to, Jones.
We can do anything. Anything else.
Jones,
I can.
don't.
But you're my friend.
Then keep going. Jones, look at me. Keep going. There will be so much for you. So many moments. You will meet new people and make new friends. You will eat warm cookies with them and laugh so loud that the corners of your mouth hurt and Someone who loves you will care for you when you're sick. You will mourn your parents and you will endure heartbreak and you will look at photos of old lovers and wonder how it all went wrong. You will sing your new favorite song in the shower. You will feel cold air bite your neck and the sun shine on your face. You will make mistakes. You will drink coffee too late and spend the rest of the night tossing and turning, regretting it. You will watch your child fall and scrape their knee and you will feel their pain for them. You will watch war on the television. You will watch sunrises and sunsets and wonder how there could ever be so many colors in one place. And you will wonder if it was worth it. All the beauty the world offers you for all the pain in exchange. Please wonder that for me, Jones. Please wonder and let me know. Ivy pulls the trigger. Every light in the theater is turned on. It is dead silent. She slowly and calmly stands up. She gathers materials for painting. This could be paint, of course. A brush, likely, but not mandatory. Painter's pants, etc. She paints the back wall red to suggest blood splatter, but it need not represent actual blood splatter. Maybe it does. Or maybe she paints a circle, or a flower, or a hot air balloon, or whatever she wants. It is her decision. While she does this.
You wake up, and that's it. That's all you can think about. The fact that your eyes are open and that you are here. You wonder if there's beauty in this simplicity, or if you should strive for more. You wonder if you should wake up and have a burning desire to take on the day. You think that every person who ever made a difference must have had that desire. You contemplate your relative inadequacy. It is raining outside. You have work to go to. You have people relying on you. You have a society to participate in. But you don't do it. You don't do any of it. You just lie there. You just stare at the ceiling. You just listen to the pitter-patter of the rain on your window. You let minutes pass. You let hours pass. You feel your phone vibrate. You don't check it. You don't silence it. You let it ring. You think about a time. You think about a time when you were eating. You were enjoying a meal. You think about a time when a fortune cookie, a tiny slip of paper found inside a dry, crushed cookie you pulled from the bottom of a brown paper bag, told you that when winter comes, spring is not far behind. You cannot believe how cold this winter has been. But you repeat these words. You repeat them once. You repeat them twice. You repeat them until you believe them. Repeat them until the rain stops. You roll over. You face your window. You look outside. It is dark